What's them Johnts? The Mac glasses.
Mac
what's
glasses? What are Mac glasses?
You know the Mac.
The movie from the Mac.
Yeah, from the Mac. Yeah, I gotta give me some of them Johnts.
Dude, they everywhere, man. You just gotta find some. Just gotta find some good Johnts that. Well, you don't wear glasses, so it's not like you need like a prescription or nothing like that. These Johnts prescription.
Nah. Oh, okay. That's right. You did say that. Man, them Johnts
prescriptions.
So what's gonna happen next year with the presidency? You can see the future. You can see the future in them.
I'm thinking you dead ass fucking serious with the question and shit, face ass nigga. Oh man, I'm about to answer the motherfucking question and shit. Oh well, Donald Trump is acting.
This man here finna turn into Don Lemon on this.
Oh man. What's good with you, man? What's good with you,
man? Life is good, man. I can't complain, man. Another day above ground, and glad that God is still blessing in the blessing business as always, and I'm still in the receiving business of those blessings. You know what I'm saying? And in the sharing business of those blessings too, that I can when I can. So whenever I'm blessed, I like to bless others, man. So, that's the type of life we living right now. You know what I mean? So just, living a life of gratefulness and thankfulness, man, every day. You know what I'm saying? So, no complaints here, Doc.
This nigga sound like he just got out of jail. This nigga just gave a soliloquy like this nigga just got out of jail. Hey, man. You know what I'm saying, man? It's just... Just good to have one day above ground, my nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? Like he fresh out today.
Oh boy, I could be. Yeah, shoot, the way things go for black men in this country, I could be fresh out there.
Man. But I would say this weekend been pretty up. All right, I guess you could say. I don't know, man. I've been going outside. Well, the few times that I have gone outside, everybody talking about it's going back to a new normal. Now this shit going back to normal like a motherfucker. Normal like a motherfucker.
Well, it shouldn't be.
Like
it shouldn't be.
People coughing, still coughing in the air, all this shit. Like, oh my God.
In terms of that, absolutely. Because, man, folks just seem to have forgotten that we are still in the pandemic.
Hey, dude, you know what? Hold on. Let me go on. Let me get. I'm over here getting some. I'm out here trying to get my mind right. Shit, you over there clearing your sinuses like you got that corona, my nigga.
Look here, man. Sinus problems and corona, two different things.
This is true.
Every time somebody blow their nose too hard, folks be like this here, Corona. Ugh. No.
I will say I'm one of those type. I will say I'm one of those individuals. My sinuses been going crazy because everybody cutting the grass and shit. So I've been freaking out. I'm like, oh my God, I got a runny nose. Shit. and this nigga over here, like he trying to catch a drain and shit. This nigga over here catching drains right now. Boy. So we got a lot of conversation material to hold on, I don't know if I can really hear myself. So can you hear me? Just fine?
Yeah, I can hear you good, man.
Go ahead and go and get this jump started, and because we got I ain't gonna say got a lot to talk about, but I feel like the subjects we might be on them jumps for a while. So
Oh yeah.
As soon as I get this microphone off together, there we go. All right, so what's goody? What's good? I am your host, Jason JWILLDOES, and I got my guy, this nigga, the Sith Lord, face ass nigga. Oh, the bucket hat boys are in the business in town. Goddamn it!
In the building.
But I got my guy, Ivan, the Grizzly, the Great.
That's me.
Hey,
that will be me.
You do look like the Sith Lord right now. Go and get him, Vader. Vader, go and get your son. But yeah, we the bucket hat boys in the business in town on this joint.
That's it.
I can't think of what episode this should be, like episode 43, I think.
Yeah, I think it is 43,
something like that. Speaking of, I didn't make mention of it on the last joint, but it was quite ironic, you know, with my birthday and all. The episode was episode 42. I reached a new chapter in my life, age 42. So this is chapter 42. So I just felt that was ironic. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to my baby girl. Her birthday was on the 21st. So happy birthday, baby girl. Daddy misses you and love you. Mwah. Hugs and kisses.
That's what's up, man.
So yeah, it's just a whole house full of cancers.
Man.
I'm the 12th, she the 21st. 712, 712, 721. And you know, I'm with numerology and all that other type of shit. So we're on the same wavelength.
Yeah, you know, my daughter's a 712.
You know what? I meant to ask you that because I saw that. And I was like, you know what? His daughter's birthday on the same day as mine. Okay. All right. Happy belated birthday. They gonna run you up the wall with emotions, my nigga.
It's all good. It's all good.
Because we are full of emotions. Or we're going to be in our shell and don't want to be bothered.
It's all good. They brother Gemini, so it's all good.
2 personalities. So you got a house full of 4 people. So
hey, man, I'm used to it now.
Right.
Yeah, man. Let's get to it, man.
So where you want to get started?
I tend to just kind of think right now, you know, you mentioned, you talked about the sinus issues. Like I got sinus problems. Of course, I work outside.
I gave you the link. I gave you the link for the glasses and shit. So I know you were talking about you were wanting some, so I give you the link for that.
Yeah, cool. Thank you, sir. Thanks, sir.
No problem.
You know, just looking at, man, where we stand right now, obviously with the pandemic, you know, we're still we should be still in quarantine, but apparently we are not in quarantine the way we should be, because, you know, a couple things, not just because of people, but also because of the leadership that has not really given clear directives on where we should be, particularly, you know, our local state government, rather. Just we've not had good results as far as flattening the curve or lowering the numbers of new cases. And a lot of the information that we've been seeing out there is conflicting. So, you know, the average everyday person is really not going to follow much of that because they don't have confidence in it. And they're pretty much going to do what they want to do. You know what I mean? And so, you know, cases are going back up. You know, it was just announced that here in Shelby County, the Shelby County schools will not be going back to the buildings. It'll be all virtual, which I think we discussed that before.
Man, they should have been did that shit anyway.
Yeah, which we kind of expected that anyway. I know they have to kind of go through this process of, you know, information, you know, narrowing down. But I think obviously the clear decision from day one was to do virtual, just for to take precautions for safety of the children and safety of households and of educators as well. So I don't think that's something that was, I don't think that's something was heavily debated in that process. I think it was going to happen anyway. So I just appreciate the focus there from administrators and superintendent for doing that, and school board for being in support of it. So, but looking at where we are with the pandemic, I think everybody's tired of it. Everybody's ready to get back to normal life, but I just don't think that I don't think that that's going to happen anytime soon. And I'm seeing more and more as I'm on social media, I'm seeing more and more people post that they have either been exposed, are in quarantine, or they have actually contracted the virus or caught the virus.
Yes.
So I'm seeing more people on my timeline, more of my friends on my friends list saying that they have caught corona or they have been exposed to corona in some fashion. So obviously, what we've been talking about for the last 2 months, what Jay's been speaking of in particular, like people are not adhering, and then too, businesses are not adhering to, they're not adhering to instruction. I mean, I've been to places that, you drop in to pick up a bite thinking that, maybe it's going to be a closed area and you're just picking up your food and running, but it's a restaurant full of people and you like, oh crap, like, no, I'm not going to here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, you go to a place where they're not social distancing, where people don't have masks on. And, at the grocery store in particular, now I'm noticing that pretty much everybody has a mask on. They have security at the door saying, hey, you can't come in here unless you have a mask on. And which I think is great, because at the beginning it wasn't like that, of course. But I am seeing where people are still just kind of handling the situation in a loose manner. And I don't think that's the way to, even if you don't really believe in it, it's still not the best way to handle it, because people are getting sick and people have died. Right. Lots of people have died.
Speaking of,
yeah, go ahead.
Somebody was telling me about a report that came out. I want to say it was Friday, or maybe it was Sunday. I can't remember, or maybe it was this morning. But they was talking about like 250 people have died over the weekend in Memphis.
In Memphis? Are you sure about that?
Well, Shelby County.
So I hadn't heard anything about that.
I was like, I'm gonna have to look that up, but somebody was supposed to be sending me the link to it but I was like, what? I ain't said nothing about this on the news. But
yeah, I hope that's not true, because if it is, I mean,
right,
that's pretty scary. Right. It really is. Right. That's pretty scary, especially knowing that, I'm sure, you do have family members and family friends who have, pre-existing conditions that they really don't need to be around anybody at this point in time, if possible. You know what I'm saying? So that's a pretty scary type of situation. You know what I mean? So and
it's like if you start thinking about, because like when I was out and just observing the scene and everything, I'm like, man, when you start kicking in like the asymptomatic people, exactly, and then the people who was like, I ain't get it, so I'm straight. Nobody knows who the Ebola monkey is. And it might be more than one Ebola monkey in the room. You like,
yeah. Yeah.
Regular cough, touch the
Yeah.
dough.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
Yeah. Exactly.
Just looking at the scene and like just looking at how relaxed I was like, man, my nigga. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna come stay at the house. Cause I've been good with staying in the house, but you have that moment where you that option where you would have the option to go out when you want to is like now when you like, let me go out, see. He's like, damn, I can't
Right.
even do that shit. Man, dude,
Right.
I went out over the across the bridge, go take some pictures of the sunflowers and shit, which I waited too late. Them Johnsons already with their heads hanging low. But
Yeah.
I'm looking at droves of. So you remember the previous episode, new niggas, right?
Yeah.
I'm looking at new niggas with picnic baskets, sundresses, their guy friends, and everybody going over just to sit amongst the sunflowers. I'm like, dude, see, man, I was trying to take some pictures, man. I guess I gotta go back to the house. They ain't have not one mask on, nothing. They just,
yeah.
I mean, I understand you celebrating and enjoying life, but you still gotta like protect me from you or me
Protect
from you
yourself.
or whatever.
Yeah. Protect
Like,
yourself. Yeah.
come on, man. So
Yeah.
just looking at that, I'm like, man.
I mean, it's a sobering thought. You know what I mean? It's a sobering thought because even though
And then don't let you have an allergy fit.
Yeah, oh man. Please don't do that.
Hey, if you have some allergies or you have an allergy fit, hell, what if you got allergies and you got the corona and you just like, oh my God. Yeah. I was
it's
nigga, I was freaking out.
It's called a cluster.
It's a clusterfuck. No, let's say what it was, what it is. That's a clusterfuck of coincidences. But it's not coincidence because this shit is happening. Like,
yeah, it's happening.
Think of a person who like is having the allergies and they might have it and they're not sure and they are having a sneezing fit. You can't catch all of them sneezes. You gotta catch them just like you a karate master or some shit sometimes. You sound like Mr. Miyagi from Karate Kid and shit.
Oh my God, man, that is so funny, man. Because man, I see people all the time trying to hold a cough and a sneeze, and they almost burst a blood vessel on their head trying to hold it down, man. Like I did the same thing, man. I was in the gas station.
I've done it,
and I was walking in to pay for my gas, and I had to cough, like I really did, and I was like, and I literally walked out of the gas station to cough. And then I walked back in. Like, I feel so stupid, man. Like, I was like, and I walk out, and I was like,
at least you took the conscious effort to do that. A lot of people don't even do that.
Because I was like, man, if I cough in this gas station, they're probably not going to sell me the gas. I'm pretty sure they're not going to do it. Like, I'm pretty sure they're not going to do it. And the way gas stations are set up, it's like, you got this little area and they already got the glass up, but there's not much room for people to stand in line. So, there's a couple other people in there. I was like, I can't cough in here, man. Let me walk back. I walked outside and coughed and then walked back in. It was like, it's like coughing is the new farting. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but you coughed into the air though, sir. Is that correct?
But it's better than coughing into the presence of 3 people. You know what I'm saying? I'd much rather go outside and cough on the side of a building than to cough inside somewhere. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, so, it's like, hey, what do you do? Was it the lesser of 2 evils or something or what? Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what about the person that coughed in the air before I pulled up to the pump? You know what I'm saying? So,
trying to hold your cough or that it's like it's a cough, but you just trying to do that. If you try and do that, it's like swallowing the cough. Yeah. And so now once you do it, it's like now you have this coughing fit.
Yeah.
So it's like he's like
and now you sound even worse. And when you sound like that, that's guaranteed.
Yeah. Now when you sound like that, everybody like, oh my God, this is the Ebola monkey. Let's get this nigga out of here.
Now they're everybody rush you, slapping you with gloves and spraying sanitizer all over you.
Man. No, we can't serve you here. You're gonna start getting shit like that.
Mm-hmm. Discriminatory.
Oh man. And while we're on that, I want to people the game. People need to Google and just research the word or words contact tracing. And contact tracing is pretty much they already start out with doing the like when you go into a restaurant, they want you to fill out this form.
Yeah.
You've been hearing about that, right?
Uh-huh.
So you're filling out this little form saying that you went to this restaurant, this, that, and other. So they also starting to have these little apps that are out that's saying like it's like a COVID-19. It's some type of COVID-19 app or something like that to see people in your vicinity. Now, all that is pinpointing you. If you don't have it, it's pinpointing you in the center of a lot of people who might have it. So you could get clustered up in this. So I'm just saying this is a way to cluster a grouping of people, I would say, for a reason. So just be mindful of this. Although they can be saying it under this is for your protection, or this is for just keeping track of the people in your area who have this, that, and other. It is for other reasons as well.
Right. Yeah, I went somewhere last week and they asked for my name and number and I put it down. You know, I put it down. I put down Mongo Slade and my numbers. And my number is 901-526-5261. That's my number. My name is Mongo Slade. And that's the name I go by.
So when that name come up on the news, Mongo Slade, you can be like, what? We are looking for Mongo Slade.
They gonna be like, man, how did Mongo Slade sign in at 12 different places on the same day?
Oh,
like,
boy.
Wait a minute. I saw that stuff. I said, man, y'all must be crazy. Somebody gonna put their real name on this stuff, man.
But
come on,
people
dog.
People are because they feel like that they are doing their due diligence as helping to keep this under wraps or whatever like that.
Yeah, but okay. Mongo approves.
or you might be signing the waiver that's just saying, hey, if I get sick here, I Mongo Slade can't sue.
That's what it is.
That's exactly what it is. Sir, Mongo Slade signed and said that if he gets sick, that he cannot sue us.
It's like, who is Mongo Slade? Is that a character from a 70s movie or something like that? No, that would be me. I'm sorry. I legally had my name changed. Now I'm suing. Oh, you can't sue, sir. You're Mongo. You can't sue. Oh, my name's Sam. Man.
That's your real name, huh, sir? Okay.
Yeah. Hey, come outside. There's a FEMA trailer just pulled up. We want you to.
There's a truckload of other winners as well. Come on with these other winners and get on board.
Yeah, no, that's when you see me run straight out my shoes and socks, boss. Y'all got to catch me,
just
Doc.
spinning, you just
Yes, sir. No. Y'all got to catch me.
I'm good.
I'm not going down like that, baby. Somebody got to live to tell the story,
man.
I'm just
saying, be mindful of things that come out and say, hey, this is for just keeping track of this, that, and other for your protection. Cause man, these scare tactics out here. And I want to know what the fuck does Bill and Melinda Gates do? They ain't doctors. They ain't got nan PhD. They ain't did nan surgery. Nigga, what do they do? Shit, they just some rich white people.
That's it. That's why,
they want everybody else to take a vaccine that they ain't took one.
Yeah, I doubt. Well, one thing that I saw Bill Gates, that I saw him talk about, I think I sent you this because they were sending there was a video circulating that was only part of the TED Talk that he did. But what Gates was saying, I think the TED Talk came out about 3 or 4 years ago. And essentially what Gates was saying is that if something does go down, that he may have had some information, but he said that if something did go down, we weren't prepared for it. And I can't disagree with anything that he said in that particular TED Talk. Now, again, he may have knew something that everybody else didn't know, but it wasn't what I saw from that TED Talk that he did, just briefly, because I know we talk about Gates right now, but from what I saw from that TED Talk, it was just mainly saying that we're not as savvy from a science perspective as we should be, because he talked about the money that's spent on defense and the money that's spent on making bombs and all this other stuff that has been taken away from the educational system, the education system and from public health. You know what I'm saying? So from that perspective, I dig what he was saying about that. Now, as far as everybody trying to take this vaccine, I'm not with that.
You can dig it if you the nigga who, all right, so this is the nigga who's telling you, all right, okay, he's treating us like computers. Who was the first nigga to come up with, who started selling his virus scanner and all that type of stuff with his Microsoft stuff? He created a virus to put on your computer. When you start now you need something to fix said virus on your computer. Guess who was selling it? Bill Gates. Okay, hey, here's my virus package. If you take this, it'll save your computer and all of your things. Which he warned people, hey, if you include this in your Windows package, blah 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 blah, you will never have an issue with a virus. They ain't take it, so he releases a virus. Now you got to buy my software to fix your computer. He's doing this again, except it's real life.
Okay.
Release a virus on the humanoids, which is what we are also called, which is ironic that we have phones that are called androids, but we're called humanoids. And you release said virus. Now you get billions of dollars from the government to make a vaccine that he owns. Or he
owns
will
the
patent.
vaccine?
Yes.
I ain't saying that.
You're not going to release any type of a virus or whatever unless you already have some form of a cure or vaccination for it already. It's not going to happen.
They need to create a broken heart virus then.
Look at your little sap ass. This big sappy ass nigga. Oh, someone else, another savage has bit into my heart. Let's talk, okay, my guy? These bitches are savages. You are right.
No. That is not true, sir. That is not true. That is not true. The last part is probably true. The last part is probably true, but the first part is not. Oh man.
Oh
No,
man.
I'm just no. I definitely I see how this whole thing has gone, and from a perspective of the everyday person, you wonder, it really does make you wonder. And Memphis Hustle, shout out to the Memphis Hustle 901 all day long, Memphis Grizzlies all day long. It does make you wonder, man, like really, when we talk about technology, when we talk about research and all the money that goes into a lot of the stuff that we don't get a big return from a humanity perspective, why isn't that money put into research and development? Why is that money not put into the building of scientific data that can support findings to lessen the amount of cases of any and everything that we're seeing that has devastated us over the last, 30 years or so? We've struggled as from a global perspective. We've flourished in the areas of technology, as far as like everyday use, cell phones, entertainment, communication, even with automobiles and stuff like that. But when it comes to medicine, like we're lacking. You know what I'm saying? Like we're lacking. So you would think that at some point in time, somebody would say, "Hey, it makes more sense to focus on the longevity of humanity instead of the comfortability of humanity." But obviously, commerce goes ahead of
money trumps everything.
It does. It trumps everything. And you hit it on the head, Jay. Like it trumps everything. So that's what happens. But again, I think we talked about this before. I think this is a way that I think.
Can you imagine how packed? Can you imagine how packed the planet Earth would be if everybody ate and took herbs like they were supposed to instead of being on medication? Like if we lived out our years like we were supposed to, like 150 plus or whatever. Do you know how packed? Hell, there's some people right now. There's some people right now still living like 100 years old. So just let's say 250 years. If we live like 250 years max, you know how packed the world would be?
It wouldn't be packed because universally, natural selection is going to happen anyway, right? It's going to happen anyway. No matter how healthy your people are, it's going to happen anyway. So you're going to have people that are going to die way before their time. You're going to have stillbirths.
This is true.
You're going to have individuals that, you got some people that basically was like, nothing is wrong with them. They just go to sleep and don't wake up. You know what I mean? So you got to remember that we only,
I hate that, man.
Human beings only inhabit a small percentage of the Earth's surface. You know what I'm saying? Like if you look around, even in the state of Tennessee, like how much empty land is not inhabited in the state of Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? And we're not even talking about the entire U.S., but just right here in the state, right here in the city, like there's a land in this city that's not inhabited. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, obviously, I think it would be more people in existence if everybody did do that. But that's just a part of, it's a part of, universal, the universal life order is that, you have to build to destroy, you have to die to live, you have to live to die. So it's a part of that cycle. I do think that, as you did mention, people would live a lot longer if, we didn't eat the stuff that we do. And, if we didn't live certain lifestyles, if we weren't distracted by so many other things, we would live a lot longer. You know what I mean?
Telling you, man, if everybody really, really dug deep and researched, your body is not supposed to eat meat.
No, it's not.
It's not supposed to eat meat. Now, I will say this: just pay attention to animals. Pay attention to animals.
Yeah, animals don't eat meat. Well,
they do. They do. And the reason why I say that is, all right. So I've seen birds eat chicken wings. Which is meat, which is another fellow bird, which will be form of a cannibalism. So it will be like they have eaten meat. They do eat meat, and it's only because when they cannot get
the other food sources,
other food source or protein or whatever like that. So I've always thought that that's the reason why you fast in the springtime, because over in the winter, usually your food source is usually you won't have certain vegetables, plant source or whatever like that. So you do end up having to, like, if you lived off of the land or live with the land, whatever animals that you have with you on land, that is what you ended up having to eat until the new year rolled around, and then you fast until the wintertime rolled around again. But now niggas got greedy, like, shit, fuck that shit. We eating chicken all year round. Fuck that shit. Chicken is good. You know what? If I grew enough chickens, I can eat chicken year round. That's what I'm going to do. God damn it. And I'm going to start selling chickens. I can start doing the same thing for cows. Gosh darn it, I can do the same thing for cows. Yeah. Give me a whole bunch of Becky Sues out here. Milk me a couple of these cows and calves. Yeah. It's going to be a business. And now that's what you got. You got a whole bunch of motherfuckers that are trying to eat meat every day. You got commercials. You got commercials that sensationalize it. Like, you got this sizzling steak that come up on, like, ooh, man, that ribeye, that y'all look delicious. Yeah, and then go ahead and give me some of that. Then you have commercials with pork, the other white meat, all this other type of stuff. You have all this coming 24/7. You want meat every day. Pause.
Of course, because whatever, unless you're like, whatever. I was really finna go somewhere early when we are so childish. Yeah, man. So I just noticed even changing, how I've changed a lot of my eating habits, how much better I feel and what, things I've been able to do. And, I used to crave chicken wings, like hot wings, like,
this nigga,
you know what I'm saying? But I don't anymore, man. Like, I still eat chicken wings from time to time. I eat chicken wings probably once a week, but I used to eat them just like 3 times, 4 times a week. But
I do know them. It's not even chicken no more that y'all eating. Them just they so little. They pigeon legs.
Hey, bro.
They're eating pigeon legs.
Hey, bro. Don't ruin stuff for me.
My wings about this damn little.
Hey, man, that's why you gotta go to the real wing spot.
What type of bird is this that y'all eat? I ain't never seen no chicken this damn little.
Them frog legs. That's what them jumps are. Like we used to have in school. Them frog legs. But man, life is, health is wealth.
And chicken, they still gonna eat the shit.
It tastes just like it. Just try it. Chicken. Show is. Show ain't. But No, man, health is wealth, man. So, even during the times of pandemic, you still got to try to monitor what you eat and how you
Indeed.
eating.
Indeed.
And but speaking of health, man, I'm gonna say something that was very healthy for me.
This better be a good segue.
It is a good segue,
Okay.
sir. It is a good segue. Something that's very healthy for me was I got a chance to listen and watch the entire versus battle of DMX and Snoop Dogg.
Nigga, you suck at segues. You suck. You, sir, suck at segues.
No, I don't, man. I'm gonna tell you, it's from a mental health. It's from no. It's from a mental health perspective because during the pandemic and quarantine, you need something that takes your mind off of what's going on, man.
Need this. The fans did need this.
The fans needed it, and they came like I listened to the entire thing, and I turned around and listened to it the next day because actually I think it's still available on Beats on Apple Music, and I listened to it again, and just the vibe between both of them, even their conversation was funny. It was enjoyable. Like
the vibe, the vibe, all of that, cool. But if we're actually discussing the music versus music, I'm sorry, man. DMX song didn't age well. There were a few songs. I still rock to.
I don't even think like that. Even
before you even say that, you can't say that because nigga rock to all of Snoop Dogg songs. There was a few.
Of course.
All the Snoop Dogg songs aged great.
Of course. I think that's like, I don't even think if you're a music head, I don't even think that goes without saying. That goes way without saying. Because I think even on Twitter, some of the younger cats were like making a comparison. I'm like, y'all stating something that's already understood. I don't think this particular battle was necessarily about who has more hits or who was the better MC or who was the hottest when they were out. I think it was a matter of it was about hip hop. And Snoop said Snoop was like, this is hip hop.
Hold that thought for real quick. I just want to say something. That narrative only comes up when a New York rapper is losing that battle.
No.
Real talk. When a New York rapper is lost or is losing the battle or their catalog does not match, that's what ends
what
up.
I'm saying. You miss what I'm saying. You missed exactly
for the fans. It was just a great exhibition.
You didn't listen to
exhibition
nothing I just
of artists.
You didn't listen to nothing I just said. I think we already understood. It was understood from jump that Snoop has the larger catalog. That's understood.
It ain't even about the larger catalog. He just got better music.
Yeah, he does have better music, but that's understood. We know that.
Because
we know that before we start listening.
When I say that, I'm just talking about just his gangster shit. It's better music.
I'm talking about everything. Like we know that before we started listening. The problem with the verse. This is the problem with the problem. This is the problem with the verse.
You don't stop because it's 1-7 on the undercover car.
This is the problem with the versus battles. This is the problem, and not necessarily a problem. It's just an observation.
Here comes Mr. Logical.
No, seriously. So when we say it's a battle, right? For real. It's a battle. But even before two people battle, you already have a favorite out of the two, right? Snoop is a clear-cut favorite as far as hits are concerned. So Snoop has been rocking 25, 30 years.
Some people didn't believe that.
Whoever said that, come on, Jay. We ain't talking about them because they don't know music and they don't know hip hop.
There was a lot of people that believe that DMX was.
No, they ain't. No, they ain't.
I'm dead ass serious.
They must be from Yonkers. Or must be from New York.
All I'm telling you.
Because common sense. I know what you're saying because I was listening to Twitter. I was watching Facebook, seeing what everybody had to say. If
A
you
lot of
know
people, a
music
lot of people were saying
and
that.
you follow hip hop, you already knew Snoop Dogg, period, point blank, from Snoop Doggy Dogg, like he said, the rapping Snoop, the MC Snoop Doggy Dogg, all the way up to the cool Snoop, the pimpin' Snoop, to the No Limit Snoop, to the grown up Snoop, to Snoop Lion, to the funny, like, come on, we talking 30 years. We talking 30 years of music. We talking a library, a cascading catalog of music. DMX don't have that. DMX just doesn't have that. And I think we knew that from the beginning. And from a standpoint of understanding the
But
music,
it don't necessarily mean that he gotta actually have it. It just gotta be his. It gotta be quality over quantity, and his quality does not surpass Snoop's quality.
but that's what I'm saying though. Snoop had some of the best producers in the game. Snoop has always been a better MC. Snoop is a better MC.
Now,
When they went to do their freestyle, real quick, when they went to do their freestyles, Snoop is still freestyling.
yes,
Because he's still freestyling. DMX couldn't do it. DMX couldn't do it, right? Because DMX is more of a writing rapper. He's always been more of a writing rapper. Not every rapper.
He
not
says
every
he's into a
rapper
prayer.
yeah, but I'm saying, and he's great at that part of it. But as far as rapping, DMX has always been a better writer. Like a lot of rappers are not freestylers. You know what I'm saying? Like that's, you know, like, I mean, you don't even have to go down a list. We could talk about Party Up, Rough Riders Anthem. You could talk about What's My Name. Like all of those were like the biggest songs of the year when they came out, right?
Right. Because like when Snoop played Down for My Niggas, I was like, what can this nigga play against Down for My Niggas? Because when that junk came on, man, I was like,
oh yeah,
my niggas, so I'm down for my niggas. Fuck
man,
them other niggas. Was a ride for my niggas. Fuck them other niggas.
But and, you know,
Money
that's a
Cash Hoes came on. That shit was hard,
right,
my nigga. I was like,
exactly.
But that was it.
Well, like, so you got to realize,
and that's mostly Swizz doing too. Swizz had a lot to do with their joint.
But again, that's what I'm saying. When you talk about Rough Riders and you talk about DMX's production, that's a lot of that is Swizz beats. Like a lot of it was Swizz. So understanding that, Snoop has worked with, man, who knows? Like he started out with Dr. Dre, probably the greatest producer of all time. Like how you gonna lose when you got Dre? You know what I'm saying? Like how you gonna lose when you got Dre?
I just thought about the Shiznit. Man, that nigga played that song, man. That shit was hard as hell.
Yeah.
Is that soulful gangster shit that nigga used to rap over?
Then
and I missed that shit.
That Doggy Dog World.
Man.
It's a doggy dog world.
When he played I miss all of that soulful rap shit. And that nigga was like dum 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 dum. Man, that's
all that Daz. Now a lot of that other stuff was Daz too. Daz and Corrupt. Shout out to Daz on the production. Daz is one of the overlooked producers.
Wishing upon a star, Snoop Doggy Dogg with the caviar. Man, this nigga. Man, fuck out of here, man.
Hey, it was fun though. It was fun because from a competitive standpoint, you know, Snoop kept trying to get DMX to freestyle, right? But he knew DMX couldn't really do it, so Snoop just kept rapping. Like Snoop was rapping when DMX went to the bathroom. DMX was like, man, I gotta go take a whiz. He was like, all right, we're gonna come back after these messages. And Snoop started rapping over the different beats. Like, I'm gonna tell you the one beat that got me though.
This is for the cheese and this is for the hustlers.
That one too. When he rapped over Marvin Gaye's T Plays the Cool, which is like one of my favorite tracks. Like one of my favorite tracks. Yeah, he rapped over Marvin Gaye's T Plays the Cool. It's on I'm trying to remember what Marvin Gaye album is on, but he rapped over that. And I was like, oh man, he killed it. Like he killed it. I was just basic, just flowing, whatever. But I think, man, that particular battle Like, I don't even think, in all honesty, because even like Snoop was like, DMX was like, man, you know my songs better than I do. Snoop was like, dude, like, I mess with you. Like, you know that already. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't like all of the songs though. Like the only songs I like about with DMX that were played, I like Money, Power, Respect. Of course, the 4, 3, 2, 1. I hated Get It on the Floor. Get It on the Floor was whack as hell. Let me see. What else? What was the other song? Money, Cash, Hoes. The junk he had with Aaliyah.
Yeah.
And
They Don't Know.
What These Bitches Want. That was it. Everything else was Snoop. The Shiznit, Lay Low, Beautiful. Bitches Ain't Shit. Nigga. Yeah. When Bitches Ain't Shit came on, I was like, man, dude, do you know?
It struck a nerve with you, didn't it?
It immediately reminded me of every bitch that was not shit that I text. And this was around the time that, when you used to put the voicemail on your cell phone and shit. So you had the radio up to the joint. It's like, bitches ain't shit but hoes and shit. Hey, this is Jason. If you're a bitch that ain't shit, don't call my phone no more. Nah, just playing. I ain't leaving nothing like that. But I did use that as my.
You lying. I know
I did use that as my voicemail music. But yeah, man, this shit was hard, man.
It struck a nerve, huh?
And then, like you said, Doggy Dog.
When that junk came on, you had one tear coming down your eye, didn't it? That boy started crying when this junk came out. Man, what I'm talking about, man, cause damn.
Hey, this was before that they created voice notes. I would just leave the song Bitches Ain't Shit playing on the voicemail and then press send. So you go listen to the voicemail. Oh, the song is playing. I'm like, all right, I got my words and message across. And don't let it be a dope ass verse. So you just play it until the whole verse play.
This man here is highly disrespectful.
Oh man.
Now I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna give you
Savage
my favorite,
Savage.
Real quick, my favorite Snoop songs. I'm gonna give you my favorite DMX songs first, and then I'm gonna give you my favorite Snoop songs. Favorite DMX song.
In the battle or just period?
Just period. They played them in the battle too, so I'm gonna give you 3 DMX songs, and I could give you 10 Snoop, but I'm gonna give you 3. So DMX, What's My Name? They Don't Know.
He still didn't play Drop It Like It's Hot.
He showed didn't play Drop It Like It's Hot. He showed did. Yeah, he didn't play that. What's my third one? My third one will probably be I have to. So I said, What's My Name? They Don't Know, and What These Women Want. That'll be my 3. And so
what these women want. I don't remember this version, Ivan.
Well, it is. It's is this
the Disney version of the?
Yes, it's the Disney version,
the Pop Kids version.
What these women want from a brother? Somebody let me know. Yeah, that's what they really want from my brother. Somebody
what these kids want with my mother. What these kids want with my mother. Oh boy, man.
And then what I say? Oh, it was those 3. So, man, my favorite Snoop songs. Gin and Juice, Deep Cover.
Definitely.
Man, it's so many. I'm gonna do five. I'm gonna do five too. So
because I forgot about I forgot about Dre Day when that nigga had played Dre Day. I was like, oh my.
Yeah, I forgot he was even on that, and I was like, oh, he was talking about when he was talking about Snoop. We talking about Tim Dog on his own. So I'm gonna give you five. I'm gonna give you
oh man,
I'm a Gin and Juice. What's my name?
Mm-hmm.
Deep Cover. Beautiful. Is that four? Is that four? I think that's four.
I don't know. That's three.
Yeah. So, but I'm gonna say that. So, what's my name?
Medicine has kicked in.
Yeah, it is. I can see that. So, what's my name? Deep Cover, Gin and Juice, Beautiful, and Doggy Dog World. Those will be my five. But I got way more than that.
Yeah, so, I can't even really go through my list because.
Yeah, I got way more than that.
I mean, one, I would say the whole Doggy Style album, the whole album. Yeah. All of the songs on the album.
You know, that's a classic album. That's a classic album.
Every song that he's on the Chronic.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
I can't, yeah.
No question about that.
Switching over to another versus, we have Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr.
Right. Exhibition. No hard hitting. Just basically them getting in there. You know, they ain't finna be doing no real hitting. Because there's too much of a risk. Like honestly though, Mike Tyson ain't the same Tyson, bro. Tyson ain't the same Tyson.
Did you see? You saw Tyson how he was hitting the sparring partner in exhibition style.
Tyson, guess what? Tyson is not on the medication that he was on before. Tyson is on real medicine now, and his mind is different. No, hold up. Listen to
Mike Tyson is able to control the monster now.
I know. That's my hope. I know. So he ain't finna go out there and tear Roy Jones' head off his shoulders like he would 25 years ago. He ain't finna do that. It's an exhibition. We not finna see no Ivan Drago versus Apollo Creed. He killed Apollo. That ain't finna happen.
Hey, what happened
it's too much money tied up in this. They not finna let that happen.
What happened? What happened to Martin when he got into it with
Tommy Hearns?
Tommy Hearns. That was an exhibition fight too.
I won't play no more. That might beat the brakes off Martin, man. That might beat the complete brakes off Martin.
I still want to see that, John. That shit might be good.
Oh, I want to see it too.
The only reason why I don't want to see it is because the last time I remember seeing Roy Jones Jr. was here in Memphis, and then nigga was on the mat for an hour after he was knocked out.
What was that, 16 years ago? So you were at that fight too?
Huh?
Were you at the fight?
I didn't go to the fight. I didn't go to the fight, but I remember showing them he was on the Jumbotron on Beale Street. They still saw this nigga laid out on the mat. This is the last time I remember seeing him.
So listen. So I was at that fight. Me and my girlfriend at the time. Shout out to her. She knows who she is.
Boo.
So we were at for real, man. She's a good chick, man. She's not. I was
apparently not my nigga because she ain't.
Dude, I was like, I don't know. I was 23. I was 23. Jay. So
I'm being a bitter friend.
But anyway, yes, you are being a bitter friend. We sitting there, we're like 5 rows up. It was, man, some of the best, shut up. So one of the best seats I've ever had at a live event, right? So I get to watch, we get to go see Roy Jones fight, who was the biggest boxer in the world at the time, right? So, but if you notice,
I really want to be
everybody, I don't know why you wouldn't, but okay. So anyway, but he comes in, I got to tell the story real quick. Roy Jones comes in with 30 people, 30 dancers, and they dance all the way to the ring. I never forget this as long as I live. They dance all the way to the ring, right? I mean, it's like they playing this song, what was the song, man? It was whatever it was. He was with the rap. He had the rap group Body Head Bangers and all that stuff. And whatever, they danced all the way to the ring, right? So
y'all must have forgot.
They get to the ring. So we thinking Roy Jones is finna put the man whooping on this dude, right? The match starts and they start out boxing, right? And everybody's, excited because they like, oh man, Roy finna do it. And like they boxing, Roy's like, we look like, man, what's wrong with like he, but dude started catching him. You know what I'm saying? And we tripping because we like, dude, like this dude actually.
I remember that junk because it was a short fight.
It was like 3 rounds or 4 rounds or something like that. So when he catches Roy Jones the last time and knocks him out, man, Roy falls flat on the mat. I'll never forget this. He falls on the mat. His body is laying flat, but his head is like up. Like his head is like, it's like he trying to get up, but his body's like,
That nigga thought he was standing up. He thought he was standing up.
So when he goes down,
what?
No,
what's going on?
So when he goes down, the entire arena is like in shock because we're like, dude, funny. Do you see this man just got knocked? Everybody was like, oh, what? So he down. That man laid on that mat. We sat in the arena. This is no lie. I think this was either when the Forum first opened or it was the last fight at the Pyramid. I can't remember. Dude.
It was at the Forum.
It was one of the first events, big events they had at the Forum. You're absolutely right.
It was at the Forum.
Dude, that man, he stayed on that mat until that arena was almost empty because we sat there.
I know. Like, that's why I said they kept showing him on the mat. It was an hour, my nigga. I was on Bill Street.
Yes.
Every time they showed on the Jumbotron outside, he was still on the mat.
Like, dude,
I was like, whoa, this can't be good. This nigga better retire.
Like, no, we thought like he had, he was hurt or something, but somebody said he was embarrassed and he didn't want to get up.
Oh,
now I don't know how true that was either, but they was like, man, he didn't want to leave after, he wanted everybody to leave before he left. I was like, I don't know about that, but dude was on the mat, like he was not.
Nigga, and then finally, if that was your excuse, Roy Jones, you should not get in the ring with Mike Tyson, nigga. If that was your excuse. If that was your excuse, my nigga, that you was embarrassed, guess what's gonna happen? Guess what is going to happen? You know what?
Oh, my God.
On a serious note, I'm not going to say that because Roy Jones might come out there with the fists of fury or some shit.
He might. He might. You never know.
And hit Mike with some ludicrous punch.
This man here.
Oh, hey, speaking of what was funny, Mike Tyson, although he has not been fighting, we've only seen, I've seen the videos of Roy Jones with his training, and it does not look as fearful as Mike Tyson's. My nigga, I am fearful of the body gear that the trainer has on. I'm saying ouch of the body gear that Mike Tyson is eating away with each punch. And mind you, if you listen to the junk good enough, the little trainer dude is like, Mike. Like, cool out, my nigga. Hold on. It's me, Michael. It's me.
It's your boy. It's your boy, baby.
It's your boy, baby. It's your boy, baby. It's me. It's just the trainer, dog. It's just me. It's me. Okay.
Man,
Several times that nigga came, Mike. Woo. That's what he woo. Nah, I know what it was. He was like, boy. That was what he was saying. Boy.
Oh, my God.
Man,
Oh my god. Dog. They're
I'm
trying.
saying. All I'm saying is,
Oh my god.
if we looking at the material that's in front of us,
Uh.
Mike Tyson looks like a fresh pit
Yeah.
bull. I ain't gonna say
Yeah.
like a old fresh pit bull. Like, you know, he got some years on him, but he still gonna fuck your ass up. He real big. You like, man, I don't know about this dog.
Man.
Roy Jones is just that little regular ass mutt that's like a golden retriever. It's like a Labrador.
Oh man.
He like a Labrador, a Doberman mix.
I think. I think, man. I think it's gonna be a good exhibition, and you know, they're gonna raise some money for something or somebody. You know what I mean? And it'd be a good opportunity to see two of the greats, you know, get back into the ring and, you know, do their thing. So, you know, man, hopefully neither nobody gets hurt or anything like that, man. I'm just excited about saying it. You know, hopefully we get some real boxing entertainment out of it, at least. Not necessarily nobody getting their head knocked off, but, you know, at least some entertainment, man. So
Now,
I'm excited about it.
Now here's a segue, Ivan. Speaking of fights, the putt. You heard about the putt incident?
This guy is good. That boy good. That boy is good. That boy is good. Great segue, sir.
I'm learning. But
yeah, so for
the
people,
fight at Putt Golf and Games.
So for anybody that has heard about this story has gone viral. It's been on. I think TMZ picked it up. I think
goodness, it's already on TMZ.
World Star, and
of course,
obviously, you know, the ratchet media outlets. There was a fight at Putt Golf and Games here in Memphis, and
they had apparently 300, 400 people there.
Yes, apparently it's about 300 people there. That's why I said, man, it's just like, you know, like
what?
We don't care. Like, why would you? If I'm the owner, right, of Putt right now, if I'm the owner of Putt, I have to be asking myself a question: why am I open? First of all, second of all, I'm not adhering to any kind of state law because these are mandates now by the state. I'm not adhering to any mandates.
Nobody I'm doing has masks.
Nobody has masks on. Nobody's social none of the workers distancing. Having masks on. I didn't see the workers having masks on. Like, whoever the owner of Putt is needs to be held just as responsible. Man, what's going on? I think we're trying to hold. Going on right here? What you talking about, though?
Don't mind me. I'm looking at this little piece of hair. Look like I'm.
This man here is. You've been hanging with Snoop. You must have spent the weekend with Snoop.
No, it looked like I'm like some wee monsieur.
What is wrong with you? You
look at this.
This man is a Frenchman. You're a Frenchman. You just had some baguettes for dinner. You put some butter bread on you. You got some butter bread over there? Some
no, baguettes? Sir, I had a croissant.
Croissant. Yes, there's a croissant. Croissant.
Hey, bagel.
A Jason. A la boniche. La beauté.
Man, you sitting man.
That's you. So if I'm the owner of Putt, right, I got to be held responsible too, because I'm not even supposed to be open. Like I shouldn't even supposed to be open. And if I'm open, I'm only supposed to have a certain amount of people in the building anyway. So he just said, forget it. Like, we're just gonna let everybody in. So a couple teenagers got into
300 to 400 people end up being there?
Well,
is what I want to know.
Well,
Was there
somebody said
was there a whole group
that
of soccer moms? They're like, hey,
no,
let's get our kids together and just drop all these kids off.
No. It was something that went around like it was like group messaging between high schoolers, teenagers, whatever. And everybody's like, let's go up here and meet up. And of course, you got parents who should be held responsible for that. Should have been like, nah, I'm not gonna let you go hang out with 50 other people, let alone 200 other people. So it shouldn't have been open in the first place. You know what I mean? Like it shouldn't have been open at all. But apparently one of the, young people got into it with some management there and over some change not being given back. And then somebody spit in the manager's face or one of the employees' faces. And of course, melee ensued from there. And then we see the after effects of it,
The machines
from
weren't
videos.
working. The
Yeah.
machines weren't working. They weren't giving out tickets.
Yeah, tickets and stuff like that. So
like, it sounded like that they were supposed to be closed.
That's pretty much what I think.
Sound like they were closed and you started wanting to play the game.
Yeah. It's like that movie with National Lampoon's Family Vacation when they show up at Wally World and it's closed and they go in and cut the rides on themselves. Stop playing.
Hey, Dad, there's no lines. Yeah, I know. Let's
go. Right. So, I just think, man, it's a very unfortunate situation. But, there's a lot of, the adults have to be held responsible for all of this, like that period.
You can't always blame the adults. I mean,
no, sir.
If these are mostly kids who can drive or something like that, you're unaware
it shouldn't have been open. It shouldn't have been open, Jay. It shouldn't have been open. It shouldn't have been open, period. It shouldn't have been open, period.
Yeah,
it should not have been open.
Now, putt should not have been open. I thought you were talking about like the parents or something like that.
I mean, but here's the thing. Either way, like the parents are still responsible because the kids live with them. So if anything goes down, right, like for instance, any of those kids go to jail, the parents are the ones that got to get them out, or guardians or whoever they live with, aunties, uncles, or whoever, right? So at the end of the day, the minor can't speak up for themselves as it pertains to a legal matter. So an adult has to go down there and say blah, blah, blah. Now, I get totally what you're saying. If you act a fool in public and you acting a fool, right?
Right.
And you get, you acting a fool. Yeah, you driving yourself and you acting foolish. Like you should be held responsible for that. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't matter what the situation was, but it's wrong to spit on somebody. It's wrong to throw property at people because you mad about some games not working. You know what I'm saying?
I was like, that don't look kind of heavy.
Yeah, exactly. I was like y'all pick it, like, come on. So I don't ever think that any point in time, like we should ever, turn a blind eye to, issues that we need to fix at home. You know what I'm saying? I think also that, as like a community in these times, like putt shouldn't have been open in the first place. That's the first thing. And if they're kids that they want to go out and hang out somewhere, like they're gonna have to wait, like everybody else is having to wait. You know what I'm saying?
It's too much shit that you gotta touch.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So you realize, like, all of those people being there yesterday, they got parents, grandparents, uncles, aunties, cousins, babies, younger siblings, older siblings that they went home to be around. And I can guarantee you out of that group that somebody there has corona or had corona. Or
Mongo Slade was there.
Mongo Slade was not there, sir.
Mongo Slade wasn't there?
No.
I could have sworn I seen him over there asking for some tickets. Man, why this machine ain't working, man? I'm supposed to be getting like $350. $350 supposed to be coming out of here, man. What's up?
Man, if you catch me at putt, I must be cracked out or something. I ain't going to putt. Like, that's not going to happen. Like, I'm not going to be at putt. My kids ain't going to be at putt either. So, no, man, it's just, I wish, We just had to be more responsible, man. We just got to be more responsible, man. You know, everybody, not just the kids, not just the parents, you know, not just owner, you know, like business owners. Everybody's got to be more responsible. Times are different. Times have changed. We got to change with them. You know, if we want them to get, you know, quote unquote, back to where they were, people got to do the right thing, man. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's where we are. You know what I'm saying? So you can't keep bucking the system and something not happen.
Speaking of, you give me another good segue. Being responsible. What do you think about the Washington football team? Oh man. Responsibility. Nigga, they need 3 slaps to the face for that shit.
What, the Washington football team?
The Washington football team.
Well,
this is okay. Speaking of, just in case people who do not know, the Washington Redskins they went ahead to change their name. They went ahead and decided, drum roll, the team is now the Washington football team. The Washington football team.
The Washington football team.
Now, is like saying the full name, like, you know, a pimp named Slickback. That was the full name, bitch. A pimp called Slickback. Yes, their name is the Washington football team. That is their name. We're not saying the Washington in the NFL. No, the name is the Washington football team. That's what it's going to be on the jerseys. That's what it's going to be on the helmet. The Washington football team.
Hey,
nigga, somebody's child thought of that damn name. Anybody could have thought of that shit. The Washington football team. That's what's going to be our name. It's going to be proud.
You know, there's the guy that bought the rights to all possible names of the team. So, like, if they had tried something else, this guy had bought the name, they would have to pay him for it. And
they still gonna have to pay him for it, because trust and believe the Washington football team is not gonna fly.
Yeah, so that's what they're trying to work out now. But in the meantime, they're just calling it the generic, like the Washington football. The Washington
to me, I would say that would be still a slap in the face to Native Americans.
Why? Why is that? Why?
Okay, so you are just not going to give our Native Americans any fucking respect at all, still. You already had a very disrespectful name that you've had for years that we tried to get you to change, and then you change it to they've asked for something respectful or something to commemorate them or whatever like that. You going like, okay, we're finally going to change the name.
No, there's a lot of
Washington
legality.
football team.
It's a lot of legality involved in that, Jay. They can't jump from one thing to the next. They can. Right now, this ain't the climate for that.
What?
This ain't the climate for that. There has to be a process. Because if they were to say, "Hey, we're going to change the name of something that we consider to be commemorative of Native Americans," this ain't the time for that. Like, I don't think the Native Americans want their name on nothing. Like they had no, seriously. Like, those chiefs and stuff met with them years ago and asked them to change the name. Like, they don't want their names on anything. And you'll see here in the near future that there's a lot of other teams that are changing their names. Golden State Warriors is one of them.
Really?
The Golden State Warriors are going to change their name soon because they just don't want to be caught up. You know, they want to kind of get ahead of the situation because Warriors might be considered, you know, offensive to Native Americans from their perspective. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of other teams. I think the Cleveland Indians are changing their name. The Braves are changing their name. There's several other teams.
Be offensive though.
I mean, they could easily like the question is this: if Native Americans find it offensive, they should change it. Like, it really doesn't have anything to do with me and what I think, because I'm not a Native American.
Okay, so they've found offense to Braves. They found offense to Warriors.
Absolutely. Well, I don't know about the Warriors. I know that the Warriors organization is getting ahead of the whole thing by saying, "Hey, we're going to go ahead and change our name now, just in case somebody comes along and says, hey, I've been offended by the name Warriors." They just don't want that smoke, is what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
So the other teams, like if you look at the Cleveland Indians mascot, that's a racist mascot. It always has been.
Man, it's like having like a nigga with a black face with those big ass lips,
eyes and big lips. Yeah, like it always has been. Even growing up, looking at the Cleveland Indians mascot, I was like, that looks like a cartoon adaptation of, at that time we said Indians, right? Mm-hmm. But Native American, like it's a caricature of, of a person that is indigenous to this country. Right. And it's offensive. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, I don't think it should be nothing commemorating, because it could be like, they should have done, if they're going to do that, this should have been done a long, long time ago. At this point in time, it's like, look, take us off of everything. We don't want to be your mascots. Y'all ain't sending us no money in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Using our likenesses or whatever. So, yeah, that's true, like, get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, get rid of it. Find something else. Find a bird. Find a bear, or find a animal. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. You know what I mean? Make up something. Like, create a thing. You know what I'm saying? So,
then they'll be using stuff like tomahawk or something like that.
I mean, but if you look at the Florida State Seminoles, like they're called the Seminoles, but the school is named after the actual Florida Seminoles. You know what I'm saying? They're like, it's not looked
Why
at as like that? Saying what?
Seminoles.
It is the Seminoles. How am I supposed to say it?
It's like you breaking it up or something. You're like Seminoles, but it's Seminoles.
The Seminoles.
It's like listening. It's like listening to a person when they say pay-per-view, and they be like, "Yeah, I watch pay-per-view." I'm like, you mean pay-per-view? No, pay-per-view. I'm like, pay-per-view. Why are you breaking the word up? Hold on for 1 second.
I'm starting to think this guy's high. This man is blitzed. So, we look at this whole situation of naming names after teams. Like, I just think that they should stay away from that. Like, period. Just stay away from that. Because anytime you get into that type of situation, at this point in time, rather, as we were talking about possibly commemorating whatever, I just don't think it's the time for that. I think they just need to stay away from that, hopefully,
but
we don't go back to doing that later.
Though?
I mean, it's a football team. It's in DC. Like, what else are you going to call it? The Washington footballers, which that's soccer, if you want to be technical about it. But like,
I mean, there's so many other things that you could have named. You could have been like the Washington Generals, or I think Dude got that trademark too.
yeah.
Dude got everything trademarked.
Yeah. So
which I found out. That's how Mark Cuban got rich.
Trademarking
names, buying up different web addresses, and then people end up having to buy it from him. And he's selling them. Yeah. I was like, man, wasn't that something?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I guess while we're laughing at Dude, I guess he had no bad idea. He just went up and bought all the names up real quick.
It's a great idea. All he got to do is sit on it.
Right.
He just got to sit on it and wait to demand what his price is going to be. So, yes, sir. No, go ahead.
What you think of, since the NBA has started? Are you excited about it? Have you been watching any of the games? What you think of it? I don't know. I still don't know what to think of it, because to me, it's like looking at and one game on NBA TV.
So what now?
It's like watching the and one game on NBA TV.
Oh.
Did you not? You didn't hear nothing I said?
No, I heard it.
Oh, okay.
Have you saw the setup for it?
Yeah.
Okay. It's gonna take a little time to get used to. I think. I mean, I don't think it's not gonna look the same as it has before, but I believe that this is what we got right now. I'm hoping that the season continues on without anything else happening. But I just think that I think that myself personally, I think we could have held off and waited till next season without having an NBA right now. You know what I mean? But of course, people need their sports so they don't go crazy. So hopefully, the season, hopefully we have a good season and a good season, finish the end of the season rather. And shout out to the Grizzlies. Hopefully the Grizzlies do their thing. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not really. I'm not
fond of this season.
I mean, obviously, because it's not a full season. So, I mean, I can understand that too.
Not from what I've been seeing or anything like that. I've not been. The games have been cool, but it's just like you're just watching. It feels like watching practice. That's all. That's all it just looks like. It looks like we're watching practice games.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I just was looking at like some stuff on it, and I'm not really, again, man, like I'm not really excited about it, but it is what it is, man. Like I'll take a little basketball. I'm cool with that, but I don't have to have it right now. Like that's probably like the last thing on my mind.
So if your Lakers end up winning the championship, you'll take it though, right?
Nah, it's not a full season.
Okay.
To me, sorry,
we're on the same level. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, right. It'll be just like that. It'll be just like that season where the Spurs won, where it was a lockout season. So you get the ring and all that, but you didn't play a whole season. So
I would say it'll be like the season when the Mavericks won.
When the Mavericks won.
Yeah.
What season? What you talking about?
Didn't the Mavericks, when they won their championship, it was like a shortened or some type of abbreviated season? It wasn't a full season.
Was it?
Something happened during that season, if I'm not mistaken.
Was that lockout season too? I don't remember it being lockout season.
I don't think it was a full season.
I just remember them beating the Cavs. So maybe that's what it was.
Oh, one other thing before, because I know we should be wrapping up in a few. But what did you? So like while we've been joking about Kanye West shooting off and all of that other type of shit, what do you think of the rest of his rant? Have you heard the rest of it? Have you been seeing?
I listened to it. That same one.
Yeah.
We talk. Yeah. Like, here's the thing with that.
Because
I don't disagree with everything he said.
I don't. That's what I'm saying. Like,
like
the first part was put out there to make him sound like he fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And then the other part come out there, and then you like, man, that nigga sound like he crazy. So you're reluctant on even listening to it.
Right.
When you listen to it, you like, oh shit, this nigga talking about some real shit.
Yeah. Yeah. He really was. Like, when he made his statements and a couple people DM me about it and asked me what my thoughts were, and I told him, I said I thought he was way off base in his comments that he made about Harriet Tubman.
Yeah,
I said, that was an obvious like.
And mind you, those are not the comments I'm referring to. I'm not talking about the Harriet Tubman.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, remember we talked about you got to have that person that you throw your ideas off before you go out in public and open your mouth and speak, and you be like, I don't think you should say that way. Maybe you should phrase it. You know what I'm saying? So, but his
He's just
statements
not he's
about
just not very well at articulating his words. And then he'll say something outlandish first. And then while he says something outlandish, half of the room has left and he's spitting jewels after that shit. You like
right, exactly. Because his statements about
I need to be getting some acres.
Yeah, his statements about Adidas and about Gap were 1,000% correct. He was like, "There's nobody like us on the board of these companies," but yet and still, you know, we market for them and we buy from them, we purchase from them, and they don't have anybody like us on those boards. And he was like, "Today, I'm making a decision that hey, this has got to change." And him saying that versus me or you saying that carries a lot more weight, because I even looked at, there was a report on Twitter that said that the stock for I think Gap or Adidas, or maybe I think the stock for Gap dropped like 6% that next day, because he was saying, hey, I would walk away from this company because I'm not a major decision maker here. I'm basically just an advertiser. Like they use me for advertising. You know what I'm saying? Like I own a percentage of what I sell via Adidas, but I'm not a decision maker. You know what I'm saying? So
he needs to learn how to do it like LL Cool J when it's about leverage. He needs to flip that junk like LL Cool J. He did a commercial. He did a commercial for Gap, but he did it with wearing a FUBU hat and said FUBU lines in the rap line. You like, what the fuck is FUBU about us? And what is this? What is this FB hat? I need to get this damn FB hat.
It was genius.
Now you go to Gap. Hey, do y'all got this FB hat? No, sir. That was something else. Now you're searching for this FB hat.
You're searching for
Gap.
It. Exactly.
So,
it was genius.
Going about it wrong, he needs to learn how to leverage that shit.
It was genius, looking at what I mean, let's like real quick, like I gotta give a major shout out to not just Ho, but to Emory Jones and what he's done with Puma. Like folks is rocking Puma like it's 89 round.
Like it's the new Nikes.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And that is like, that's a major deal because that's Black influence. That's not just a deal on the table. Like Emory makes decisions with Puma. You know what I'm saying? Like Hov makes decisions at Puma. You know what I'm saying? So seeing that, like Ye could really, 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 like you said, flip the script, being in one of those type positions. You know what I mean? So, they
just made for people with narrow feet. That's the only thing I don't like about Puma. I like their style. I like all of their style shoes, but I got flat feet, so I can't rock none of them junts except for it's a few of them junts that I'll rock. But they for slim people, like if you want their track suits, they fit kind of slim and you got to have narrow feet. I'm like, man, because I want to rock them Clyde junts, the little basketball shoe junts.
Oh yeah, the Clyde junts. Man, they sell out fast too. They sell out real fast. I saw I got a pair of old school Clyde ones, just the plain white ones with the black Clyde on the side, and I actually got them from a thrift shop. But the other basketball ones, the new school ones, they sell out like fast. Like they can't keep them because they got a lot of different colorways and whatnot. So they got a lot of dope colorways. I gotta go try them
because I said I want to get some. I got to go try them on though. Because usually I just buy everything online. I don't want to get them Johns. I don't want to get them Johns, and then I'm like, man, they just feel funny, or they, because I'm old. I got to pick comfort over anything. They got to be comfortable on my feet. Watch my bunions.
That man got feet like
it's rubbing up against my bunions and making my bunions big and bruised.
Man got feet like Jim Brown. I'm gonna get you sucker.
Right. That gets so big, look like a Ninja Turtle toe.
man feet like this right here.
Oh man.
That man feet like Dracula hands on an old scary boy.
So I was about to say boo until I saw your hands on.
That man walk in the room on his hands with his feet up like this, talking about some blah.
Oh boy, man. Hey, you know what?
Yes,
you
sir.
know what? No, we not finna wrap. We got one more topic before we ease on down the road.
Okay.
And that is the Spike Lee conversation before we ended the last podcast.
Okay. All right. Hold up. Let me get my notes real quick.
Did you look up his movies that he wrote?
Hold on. Let me grab it real quick. Okay. Hold on 1 second, sir.
And ladies and gentlemen, viewers, mind you, I think we'll address you all when when we get ready to end the podcast. I'm sorry that we didn't even address you. Our manners. I do apologize. My mother raised me better. But viewers, what we are discussing is, I was telling Ivan that pretty much Spike Lee, his movies are not like we go through and say Spike Lee has these great movies, but he may be associated with some that he have produced or been executive producer, but the movies that he has written, how good or great are those movies really?
All right.
Now, all right, so
you have a list of movies that Spike Lee wrote?
Yes.
All right.
So the list that I have,
okay,
is she's starting from 1986, I think. It's She's Gotta Have It, School Days, Do the Right Thing, Mo Better Blues, Jungle Fever, He Got Game.
Now, you skipped over. You skipped over some.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
I said written by, that he wrote.
Okay, you missed something too. But go ahead, because he wrote Malcolm X too.
No, he didn't.
Okay, he wrote Crooklyn too.
No, he didn't.
Okay, who wrote him?
If he does, he don't have the right. If he does, he don't have the writing credit. He may have shot that, but he did not write that. That's why I was saying. Okay. That's why I was saying ask you, because I'm on IMDb with that, and it don't give him the writer's credit with that.
Okay, gotcha. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish. Go ahead. I don't want to get anyway.
He Got Game. Summer of Sam. Bamboozled. And Chirac, Black Klansman.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Now, all the movies that he made, that he's associated with and executive produced, that's a different story. Now, like you're referring to, like Malcolm X, Crooklyn, and Clockers are all screenplays. That's not anything that he wrote. That's somebody's screenplay. Now, Summer of Sam, on Summer of Sam, it gives him it's a screenplay, but he's also a writer for that. So it gives him both. For that. She Hate Me. I loved She Hate Me. That's a screenplay. He didn't write that junk. Red Hook Summer, screenplay. What's the other joint? So that's what I'm saying. How do you feel about the movies that he wrote? I only give him, like, the movies that he wrote. I don't really. They not really that good of a movie.
So
And it don't hold up that well.
So you're speaking of the movies that he wrote don't hold up well against like what? What are you comparing? What are you comparing it to?
It ain't no it ain't no comparison. It's just
you said the movies that he wrote himself are not as good as the other movies that he has been associated with. As far as production or direction.
Okay, so people give Spike Lee this heralded credit as like he's this great writer.
But no, Spike Lee gets credit for like directing, producing, and writing. Not just writing movies, but production, direction, the whole gamut.
Well, the reason why I say that is the other reason why I bring that up and say that is because he likes to shit on other writers. He likes to shit on other movie people who write and direct their movies. But
so give me an example. I'm
and,
with you, but give me an example of what when he's done that.
When he shitted on Tyler Perry,
right?
Dozens of times when they have bumped heads. There's a lot of other, like the same reason why you have people like Hype Williams, things like that, because he has refused to work with these black upcoming directors. He will shit on their vision or whatever like that. He doesn't do that type or style. He doesn't welcome anything that's not according to his style. And when you look at his style, if it's not joining with someone else, his style is crap almost. Pretty much. It's really not that good. The only thing he has is that vintage look style with like I loved in Clockers and Crooklyn. But yeah.
Because while we're talking, I'm looking and then I'm like, okay, so I'm looking at these different movies. And so if I'm going to say like, if Spike Lee's writing, like does Tyler Perry write all his movies? Does Ava DuVernay write all her movies?
Yes, Tyler Perry makes sure he lets you know he writes out, because on everything that he has now, when it comes up on his credits, it says Tyler Perry, written, produced, directed by Tyler Perry Studios, Tyler Perry so and so. He makes sure and lets everybody know that he does all of that.
And sometimes I don't even think he has to put his name on it, because we just look at the show and tell he wrote it.
This is true too.
You know what I mean? This is Tyler Perry. You know what I'm saying? So, as far as Spike Lee goes, I think Spike has always kind of been that way. Like he's always kind of been that way, and I wouldn't discount him.
So
I wouldn't discount. This is what I think. Here's another thing.
So out of those movies that he has written,
hold on. Here's another thing.
That nigga sound like holla 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 holla.
No, listen. We have fallen in love. You got to think about Spike Lee has cast one of if not the greatest actor of our time, Denzel Washington, in a lot of his movies, right?
Samuel L. Jackson, nigga.
No.
Samuel L. Jackson is in most of his movies.
No, I'm talking about Denzel Washington first. Okay. He is also cast Samuel L. Jackson. What I'm saying is that when you're able to cast the right actors and actresses in your movies, people tend to like those movies better. Had those roles been played by somebody else, like they might not have been as popular. You see what I'm saying? So just think about it. If you had the movie Malcolm X, and let's say Denzel didn't play Malcolm X. Let's say Will Smith plays Malcolm X, right? Or Jamie Foxx, or Samuel L. Jackson, whoever. That would not have been as popular of a movie. You know what I'm saying? Just simply because of who the actor that was chosen or was casted for that particular role, right? If you look at, if you look at Quentin Tarantino, right? Samuel L. Jackson is in several Tarantino movies. If
who wouldn't want Samuel L. Jackson in the movie though?
Right, exactly. So what I'm saying is, a lot of what we associate as being a great movie or a good movie from Spike Lee
Ain't
is
you
because
seen my movies?
I drink beer.
I yell at every last one of them.
I yell at every last one of them. And I hope they burn in hell. So
a
we look at the
shark ate me.
So
man.
when we look at that, I mean, you look at the actors and actresses in those movies. Now, if you go back in time, Spike's directing style is different. So people, it's kind of like you said, it's different, right? But with you, I'm agreeing that not all of his stuff is good stuff. Like, I've seen some Spike Lee movies and I was like, what am I watching? Like, some of them made no sense to me.
What movies what movies that he wrote do you like?
Do the Right Thing. What was the other one that I really, really liked? Do the Right Thing was one that I really liked, and She's Gotta Have It. That's just two I'll pull out of that group. I really like those movies, and I saw She's Gotta Have It probably at an age where I shouldn't have seen it, but I watched it after I got older, and I kind of understood the premise of it then. You know what I mean? But Do the Right Thing is a classic movie. It's Do the Right Thing is probably one of American cinema's most important movies, I think, over the last 40 years or so, and those will be my two. I'll just pick two. Those will be my two.
So did you finish watching The Five Bloods?
I did not. I did not finish watching it yet. I don't even want to talk about it because I fell asleep on it, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to start watching something else. Even though, don't get me wrong, the premise of the movie is important. It tells a story. It talks about history. It talks about race. It talks about the soldiers that went overseas and sacrificed. Like, all those things are important. But for me, from an entertainment perspective, like, it was kind of boring. That's just me.
And that's what I'm saying about a lot of the movies that he has written. Those movies are snooze fests.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
I get it.
They take a long time to start.
Yeah.
And then right when they get good, it's over. And then it's like, wake up! You're like, oh my God. Now you just woke me up out of my sleep.
School Days was one of my favorites too.
And that's the only reason why you made mention of, because I said wake up with that Lawrence Fishburne line.
Yeah, but I had forgotten about School Days. But School Days is one of my favorites too.
The best school movie to me is Higher Learning. That's the best college movie to me.
Okay. I can rock with that.
And that wasn't even, I know we talking about Spike Lee movies, but that was about the Hughes brothers, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah,
I think so.
Everyone needs to have that in their repertoire. Look that up. Higher Learning with Ice Cube, Busta Rhymes, Omar Epps, Big Headed,
what?
Tyra Banks.
I think Lawrence, wouldn't Lawrence Fish Run in that one too?
Yeah.
When he's a professor in that movie, I think.
Peppermint, Mr. Williams.
I'm like, damn, Ice Cube breath really must have been stinking. He was always offering that nigga a peppermint.
Peppermint.
Out toy face ass nigga. Oh man. I think we did good today. I think we did pretty good today.
Yeah, man.
Talked about some pretty good topics. So we can go ahead and wrap up. Oh, while we've been talking about August Alsina, while we've been talking about August Alsina as if this is something, I ain't gonna say like it's something new or like, I think we really have very short memories. We forget that Ray J used to smash Whitney Houston and made a song about it in front of Bobby Brown. You don't remember this? Bobby Brown was still married to Whitney Houston and Ray J came out with a song. And the song was like, hey, I text your girl. She said hi. And she liked it. We forget about this. Ray J is the best, my nigga.
Ray J got mental problems, man.
Ray J is the best. Like for real.
He's not. No, he's not.
I know we gave Nick Cannon his props, but hey man.
No. Ray J just happened to be a rich kid growing up that other rich people just can't kill because they don't want to go to jail. Because like somebody on the street, if Ray J was just like an average dude, somebody would have killed him a long time ago doing stuff like that.
Ray J a real street nigga though.
No, he ain't, man. Shut up, dog. Shut up, man. No, he ain't. No, he ain't. No, he ain't.
That is Ivan the Great that is speaking. That is not.
Yeah,
hey,
it sure.
I'm
is.
very respectful of G's when I know. Just because you thinking of him being on Moesha and all this. Okay,
nah,
all right.
No.
Just remember that nigga ran Reggie Bush up out of a department store.
Bruh, that man is not no street nigga.
Okay.
What street he come up on?
How big is Reggie Bush compared to Ray J?
Bruh, Ray J ain't no street dude.
Reggie Bush don't even speak bad upon this nigga at all. Ray J took his girl from him. This nigga's a football player, dude.
Anyway, man. This is how we're going to end the podcast talking about Ray J, man.
No, I mean, we
Really? I'm just saying. We're going to end the podcast talking about Ray J.
Bobby Brown didn't even pull up on this nigga.
Because Bobby Brown, like, ain't nobody scared of Ray J. Bobby Brown ain't trying to go to jail.
I'm just saying. Ray J been singing about entanglements for a very long time.
Yeah, because that's how he sell records. Because otherwise he don't sell them.
This is true. Sold porn tapes and everything. Oops,
yeah,
I leaked
exactly.
it. I leaked it.
Exactly.
Then came out with a song. I hit it first.
Yeah.
I hit it first.
How classy is that?
So wet, so I'm like, this nigga came out with all those kind of songs. Oh man. But yeah, we can go ahead and wrap this one up now. I think this name of this episode will be Mongo Slade. Mongo Slade.
The return of Mongo Slade. I'm gonna get a big MS on my suit. My new suit I just bought. I'm gonna get a big MS put on that junk. Shout out to everybody, man. Still quarantining like they supposed to, wearing the mask when they go out the house. Hey, I don't care, man. I don't care.
He gave his own self a segue. segue to these dedications.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Like,
Shout out to
yeah, okay,
everybody,
crickets,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Hello, listeners. Yeah, thanks for listening. We do love you. Face ass. Oh,
Hey,
man.
Mind your business.
Oh, well, go ahead.
This is Ivan the Great. I'm just man, thankful, man, grateful, be doing another podcast with my guy JWILLDOES, and I'm just thankful for another opportunity, man, to share, do a little bit of talking, man. So hopefully y'all can get something out of it. Whatever you get out of it, just let us know. Drop us some comments in DMs, whatever. Got thoughts about today's show, last week's show, the week shows before that, or whatever, man. Just let us know what you think about it.
And we
we appreciate y'all.
Some real shit. I think I'm gonna bring some conspiracy theories to the table next episode too, to get off all this gossipy, chatty, patty stuff. Just talk about some real random shit.
That's a part of it too. So yeah.
But
yeah, peace to everybody, man.
Sometimes we gotta sound like chatty patties to keep up with what's going on, or if we don't talk about it, we're like, these things I ain't talking about. Yeah. The entanglements. But yeah.
So
thank you to all the viewers. I see the views picking up. I'm really gonna have to start marketing this on YouTube. But those views are picking up. Everyone loves the Podbean. So thank you to the listeners, new viewers. We appreciate you. I see you're spreading the word. It's going around. I see new little spots popping up. So thank you. Thank you very much. It means a lot. It really does.
A whole lot.
And if you want me to give shouts out, if you want us to do a quick little bit commercial or whatever like that, hey,
absolutely.
Send DMs, shouts out, whatever like that. Hey, prices negotiable, whatever. But yeah,
it will cost you.
Oh yeah,
it definitely will cost you. Might cost you a little.
Might cost you a little. Might cost you a lot.
But it definitely will cost. But it'll definitely cost you.
But it's gonna cost you. I see it shining, my nigga. Up Lawn Care Lawn Services. You did. I was already gonna throw that out there. This shameless guy here. Oh my God.
Definitely shameless plug.
Thirsty leaves.
Hey.
But yeah, we got Up Lawn Care in here.
That'll be me.
That's Ivan. So if you want to get that crispy lawn care, holla at my boy. And also, I gotta get my information again. I keep forgetting, but I know he gonna hate me for that. But I shout out D's Lawn Care. Also, he don't want to trim my yard up as well, so gotta get that man shout out also. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this John up. I am Jason JWILLDOES. This is again the Dark Sith Lord, alter ego Mongo Slade.
Yes, that would be me.
Nigga look like the Black Crocodile Dundee and shit.
Cranky. She does have her twigs and berries.
Oh boy. And this is the Off on a Tangent podcast. As you can see, you're about to already go off on start checking this nigga. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this done up. And we are out. Again, JWILLDOES, and we about this junk. Off on a Tangent. Peace.